All right, we're going right to the phones now. John is calling up with a question about muscle weakness, I believe. John, thanks so much for the call. You are live.
Well, I have a sister of mine that's 73 years young, and she is about 110 pounds. I've been trying to get her on the products for a while, and I just found out today that yesterday she had fallen down, and she didn't hurt herself, but she's got muscle weakness. She's been told by a doctor, and I wondered what you might recommend to help her strengthen her legs or her ability to walk without having to worry about falling.
Yeah, okay. So this is an interesting thing to talk about, John. Now, the Chinese will tell you that in the aging process, the strength of the legs is the first thing to go. It's the strength of the legs that's the first thing to go. So as we age, weakness in the legs is a normal, common thing, unless, of course, you're doing something to thwart it. So, in the same way that we need to put on a heavy coat and scarf and a hat and gloves, if we're going to go out into cold weather, we need to guard ourselves against the stress of the cold weather. Well, we need to guard ourselves against the stress of the aging process. And specifically what's recommended here is just to give this person the nutrients that they need in order to support and promote muscle mass in their legs. And then what I would, after they've been on the nutritional program for about 4 weeks, then I would recommend that they go to a gym and get a personal trainer to give them instruction on, whatever machine is appropriate for their body type at the gym in order to increase muscle strength in the legs. One of my favorite exercises is deep knee bends. That's a hard thing to do if you're all by yourself, if you're over 70 and your muscles are weak anyway. It might not be a bad idea to get a little bit of professional guidance at the gym, and there's millions of gyms all over the place. So the first thing...
I was going to suggest that maybe she just sit by the side of her bed and just, stand up and sit down and just do her squats that way and, maybe do like 10 a day or something until she increase the reps and maybe get her leg strength build up. Yeah,
that's the cheapest way to do it. That's the least expensive way to do it. And that's what I do, and that's what I recommend. So that's not a bad idea. The only problem with that is if people have an inherent built-in kind of leg weakness, she may only able to do one squat at the beginning or two. And that might make her a little demoralized, So, but that's the best thing to do, and that's the cheapest thing to do. But and if she is doing that, just make sure that you tell her that every 2 or 3 days she wants to feel the burn and push it up a little bit more. Now, certainly another thing, not to overlook the obvious, right, is in addition to that, which is a specific exercise to strengthen leg muscles, walking. Right, walking. So, she walks 100 yards, and then the next day she walks 150 yards, and then the next day she walks 200 yards, or, halfway around the block, and then all the way around the block, and then all the way around the block twice, and so forth and so on. So she wants to do things with her legs in order to increase the stress to her legs, because when she increases the stress to her legs, her body will respond by strengthening the muscles if it has the nutrients necessary. So the secret sauce here really isn't that secret, right? It's the health pack, selenium, and as the secret sauce here, give her 1 bottle of complex. And if you want to up the ante a little bit more, you could also give her 1 bottle of minerals a month, because the body, especially as we get older, needs more minerals. And both of those vehicles are a really good way to do that. The complex, by the way, provides pre-digested amino acids, and amino acids are the building blocks for muscle. So that's not a bad idea when we're trying to build muscle fiber, right? So check it out. John, thanks so much for your support. Keep up the good work down there. You are the last best hope your community has for living a long, healthy, and wealthy life. Stick around, folks.